Hey guys, Marsningen here and bringing you another Dokkan Battle video. Just going to go through a quick rundown of the LR Android's Legendary Challenge campaign that is now live on Global. I'm a day or so behind, but with all the excitement of getting to 100 subs and wanting to do my Celebration Summon video yesterday, I decided to put that out first. So you may know some of the information, it is available in the game, but we're going to have a quick rundown of everything here and go over exactly what you need to do. So if we click over to DBZ space here, we can see that Legendary Challenge is now on. It started after the maintenance, once that was all cleared up. A ton of new stuff, loads of news, lots of new things coming, and this was one of them. So first time you logged in, you'll have got one of these guys, so you should have at least one already. Obviously any of you who've picked any of them up through friend summons since they were first added, hopefully you've kept them, maybe you've been working on them already and we're either part way through or all the way through. So there are a load of missions to do. It turns out that it is the same as it was on JP, so I could have covered it a little bit before it came out, but I wanted to be 100% sure that it wasn't going to be any different. So one time only, these aren't daily or anything like that. So if you clear Dokkan events up to 5 times, it's going to reward you with a load of copies of the androids. I think you get, was it 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you get 14 plus the one you started with. So that is enough to get one of them up to Super Attack 10 and still have some spare to do all 4 of their hidden potential paths. That means you will have to recruit more through the friend summons if you want to 100% them without using Kais. But the campaign doesn't provide those for you because it will reward you for, we'll see here, if you get the androids to Super Attack 20, it gives you 10 Kais. So if you have been really unlucky and you don't get any through the friend summons at all, if you really want to just finish them off during this campaign, you can use 10 Kais and then you're going to get 10 Kais back. So you get them. This is Recruit Limitless Energy Android 1718. That is the name of the LR one, so it basically just means get them all the way up to LR. Gives you some stones, gives you a maximum team cost increase and some Hercule statues. Then once you get them to Super Attack 20, you get 18 more stones. See, 17 and 18, so 35 stones. 35 team cost overall, couple more Hercule statues, loads of gold ones, so you get quite a bit of Zenny out of it. They normally gear these sort of things, so all the Zenny you'll have had to spend leveling and awakening all of the units to get them to LR. You'll get all of that back, if not a little bit more. And then if you get them to 100%, so Rainbow Star in the dupe system, you then get these as orbs as a reward, which are enough orbs to 100% one unit. So again, it's basically, as long as you have the orbs to spend to get them there, it's basically like you get to Rainbow Star them for free. So basically the way you need to do it is, starting from when the maintenance first finished, the first stage of medals were all available. So you need 3 of each of the events that are listed here. So you've got the Broly one, the Cell Games, the Kid Buu, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and the original Gogeta. Obviously a lot of those on Global now have the stages that give you 7 medals, so if you can actually finish those, it's worth doing them because you get more at a time. The reason you're going to need more than 3 is because once you awaken them the first time to this SSR, you then Z-awaken them to a UR with the normal medals like you would normally with an Elder or Supreme Kai and the AGL medals, before you will then need to Dokkan awaken them into this phase. But it's when you get to this phase and they become a UR for the first time, this is when you can first access the hidden potential system. So to get them to 100%, you need to get your main one that you've got at Super Attack 10 awakened to this stage. Then you need to get 4 of the spare ones, which you can obviously just leave at Super Attack 1. You have to level them up and awaken them to this stage, so that then you can jump into the hidden potential system and use those 4 extra copies to open their paths, because you can't reverse a unit or use the hidden potential system when they're only in this original form. So you've got to awaken 5 of them in total to unlock the paths, and obviously 6 if you want to do Super Attack 20 without Kais. Because then what you need to do, so these events, this will have already started now, so the second stage Dokkan events, so you've got Janemba, Full Power Frieza, Ultimate Gohan, Beerus and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. So obviously again the Janemba and Gohan have a stage that gives more medals. However, during this campaign, it does say, does it say it at the top or was it already at the bottom? Hopefully I didn't skip over it, but you get more medals per run now. It's anywhere between, I've heard people still saying that they've only got 1, and I've had some people say that they've gone up to 6. So all of these old events that only dropped 1 medal at a time, not only are they now half stamina because of the current thing, which hopefully should be permanent like it is on JP. The news didn't show an end date, so hopefully it is. They can drop, it seems, anywhere between 1 and 6 medals. So for some of the events that can be, depending on the ones you only need 3 for, it's probably worth only running the lower version, because the 5 stamina difference is not a lot, but obviously the previous version of the event is just going to be a lot easier, so it'll be a lot quicker to just steamroll through that and get the medals that you need. So you get them up to this stage, and then this one is going to start at the beginning of next week, so a couple of days now, and then these are the events for the final stage, and they'll be available every day as well. And then you need a load of these to get them to the LR stage. So it doesn't actually list on here how many, so when we flick over to the wiki just to check out the card, we'll go through exactly how many you need. And then to help you get them to 100%, the AGL Orbs mission is available every day, including the weekend, so you can run that once every day. Now, just to clarify for anyone who was unaware, if you had any of these missions completed already out of these 3, so if you'd got them to LR, or you'd got them to Super Attack 20, or you'd got them to 100%, or any or all of the above, these missions were automatically completed for you when you logged in. I can confirm this because back when they first dropped, I tried to get them to LR as soon as possible just as something to do, and I used them on my villain team for a while when Rosé first dropped. So once this campaign finally started, I had all 3 of these missions completed already, and as soon as I logged in after the maintenance, it gave me all of these rewards once I went into the mission menu, which is super useful because it means I could use all these AGL orbs to level up some of my other units, and the fact that the AGL orbs mission is now still on daily for everyone means I can get a ton more, so I can get a lot of my AGL units leveled up and ready for Super Battle Road. So if we click over to the androids, just in case you don't know what they actually do, so obviously they're an LR, go up to level 150. Their leader skill nowadays is just useless. I mean, back in the day when everyone was using Gogeta, it probably would have been quite good, but by the time these guys came out, they were already kind of pointless as a leader skill. I mean, if you're free to play and don't have any better units, then obviously Key Plus 4 is not the worst thing in the world. Pretty decent stats. They are obviously an LR, but they're free to play, so not too shabby. Their passive gives them plus 15,000 attack when performing a super attack. Obviously flat boosts are not so good as percentage boosts nowadays, especially because one of the ideal teams to run this unit on is the Super 17 Extreme AGL. So with the dual 240% leads, if you've maxed them out in the dupe system, you know, you're then looking at having close to, what, 60,000, slightly over 60,000 attack. So then plus 15,000 attack is only like 25%. And with the units that we have nowadays, if you were putting a team together and you had a unit that's passive was just 25% attack when performing a super attack, that's not really that good. But they kind of get a pass because they're the LR, so they have quite high stats. And again, they are really useful for that team because they share tons of links with Super 17. They're also not bad for a Rainbow Villains team if you don't have other options, because they share things like Fear and Faith, Nightmare, Shocking Speed, and then obviously they have Legendary Power, which they'll share with any of the other LRs that you're using on your team. They can fit okay on a mono AGL if you're using, for example, Margin Vegeta or Super Vegito, if you don't have one of the 120 leads and you're running a sort of mixed extreme and super version, because a lot of the units on AGL share Shocking Speed, and some of the hero units that you might use, like the Gotenks or things like that, will have the Innocence, which is a decent attack link. So if we go back, we can see, just to double check the actual number of medals, so that final stage you need 77, so quite a lot, but obviously all of these events are the ones that have stages that give you 7 medals at a time, so you need to run those 11 times each, and they're all 25 stamina at the moment. And I believe the one before was it 7? Yeah, it was 7 of all of those ones. So like we say, some of them now have stages that will give you 7, so you can just do them in one go, which is a lot better, whereas the other ones will now give you anywhere between 1 and 6, it seems, and then the first stage I'm pretty sure it's just 3, so yeah it is. So the only difference with these and some of the other LRs is obviously they have the same name all the way through their leveling up process, so there's no point having like a second one at the TUR phase like some LRs like Broly or Goku Black and Zamasu, because you can't run them on the same team anyway. So basically you want to get one of them up to SA10 with all 4 paths unlocked. Then if you have the time and the resources, obviously you need to pull them from the friend summons. If you get another one up to Super Attack 10, you can then train them together, and then you'll have one at Super Attack 20 100%, which is what I have. I use it on my Super 17 team, and like I say, not bad for a mixed villains team in the future if you don't have other options. I mean, they are technically free to play as long as you can actually get the extra 10 from the friend summons, but even if you can't, at Super Attack 10 and 100% in the potential system, they're still going to be a pretty decent unit for a free to play account, so definitely can't complain about that. So that is just a brief rundown of everything you need to do to get your LR androids all the way up to LR, SA20 and 100% in the dupe system and get all those nice rewards. It is worth, if you can get the extra 10 from the friend summon, doing the second one to get them to 20 without Kais, because then obviously one of the rewards gives you 10 Kais, which you then, that's 10 extra Kais that you didn't have before. So like you can then use them on another unit, because the event was started after the maintenance the day before the Vegeta summons. All the Vegetas that I pulled yesterday, I put all the dupes into. If you haven't checked out that summoning video, that will be yesterday's one. It was my celebration for getting to 100 subscribers. We did 500 stones worth of summons on that Vegeta banner, and then I used the Kais that this campaign gave me to get him to Super Attack 10. So it was definitely worth it, because I didn't have those Kais before and I still have one spare. So that's it, guys. Just a quick rundown of what you need to do. Let me know in the comments whether you're going to bother actually going for them or whether you've done it already. Let me know if you actually use them, what you think of them. And yeah, it's going to be it for this video. This has been the Masked Ningen. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like and subscribe for more regular Dokkan Battle content. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Masked Ningen. Feel free to tweet me any summon pulls or ideas on themes or teams that you want to see in the future. We are now on the road to 500 subscribers, so hashtag 500 Mortals Plan all over the comments. And I will see you guys again soon. Have a good one.